The concept of virginity is really just a made up, dusty little invention cooked up by people who really wanted women to be obedient, pure, controlled, really, until a guy claims them. So the whole idea of losing something the first time you have sex, I really hate it. You're not losing anything. In fact, you're gaining new experience. Hopefully one that includes pleasure and connection and consent, maybe even an orgasm. So I'd really like us to stop treating virginity like it is a sacred vase that someone might drop and ruin forever. Purity culture has done some real damage. It's taught us that sex is something that you give away. Virginity is something that you give away to someone else, and then you can never get it back. Super damaging. And of course, this continues with the idea that women are cleaner or worth more if they wait. And that, you're losing your virginity is some milestone that determines whether you're good, bad, worthy, unworthy, girlfriend material, wife material, or whether you should hold shame for the way that it happens. Which, of course, none of that is true. You don't lose your virginity. You make a sexual debut, right? You begin to have sex on your terms, hopefully, with someone that you trust. Even though our first experiences, they are often fumbling, they can be romantic, and they can be many things, but none of them make you less of a person or more of a person or less worthy or pure or more pure. It just doesn't. And if you're wondering, is it really weird that I have not had sex yet? No, it's really common for people of, in their 20s or 30s to have never had sex before. And it's becoming more and more common, in fact. But there is an interesting study a survey from Durex, the condom company. So they surveyed 317,000 people from 41 countries, and they found the average ages. So in Iceland, it was pretty early, 15.6 years old. Germany, 15.9. US, 16.9. France and Canada, 17 right now. Italy, a little longer, 18.1. India and Vietnam, 19.6, 19.8. Globally, it's about 17. But there's no prize for hitting that number. And obviously, it also means that many, many people are much older than that. Whether you're 16, whether you're 26 or more. What matters is that you feel ready emotionally, physically, mentally, that you feel respected and that consent is involved and your pleasure, So it's just really, really important that we start to shift how we think about this, because the shame that so many people carry is so, so damaging. Also, heterosexual sex is not the blueprint. Like, you can have sex without a penis involved also. So I know many people obsess over whether they have lost their virginity yet, which again, I've already talked about the word lost, which I really hate all of that. So, whether or not you have lost your virginity, I encourage you to change how you speak about it and not speak of it as a loss, but whether you would just want to keep it simple. Like, when you start having sex, that's a great neutral way of discussing this idea with yourself or with other people, instead of focusing on loss, because that is not true, and shaming people for absolutely no reason.